Electric vehicles have come a long way. What started out as simple city cars meant to save fuel and reduce emissions has now turned into something far more exciting. Today, EVs aren't just efficient. They're powerful, luxurious, and in many cases, shockingly fast. In this episode, we're diving into the world of electric cars that don't compromise. These are the EVs that offer both speed and luxury, vehicles that combine cutting-edge performance with premium interiors, advanced tech, and an overall feeling of something special. Let's begin with a model that perfectly balances elegance with electric power. Mercedes-Benz EQS. The EQS isn't chasing world records for speed, but it doesn't need to. This car is built for comfort, silence, and effortless driving. It feels more like a modern luxury lounge than a traditional car. You get smooth ambient lighting, ultra-quiet insulation, and something called a hyperscreen, a massive display that stretches across the entire dashboard. Even with all that luxury, the EQS 580 version still has some serious performance under the hood. It puts out over 500 horsepower with dual motors and all-wheel drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. That's sports car territory, hidden inside a full-size luxury sedan. From Mercedes, we move to another German icon, Porsche Taycan Turbo S. The Taycan Turbo S is Porsche's way of proving that EVs can be exciting. This car looks and feels like a proper sports car, and it drives like one too. The acceleration is brutal, 0 to 60 in about 2.6 seconds. It hugs corners, delivers instant throttle response, and feels balanced even at high speeds. But it's still a Porsche. So while you get sharp handling and serious performance, you also get craftsmanship. The seats are supportive and wrapped in leather. The controls are simple, clean, and modern. Everything feels built to last. Unlike some EVs that aim for minimalism, the Taycan doesn't try to reinvent everything. It just makes everything better, more digital, more refined, and more connected. From Porsche, we move into more futuristic territory. Lucid Air Sapphire. Lucid is a relatively new player, but it's already making waves. The Lucid Air Sapphire is one of the most powerful EV sedans in the world. It's got 3 motors, 1 in the front and 2 in the back, producing over 1,200 horsepower. That gives it a 0 to 60 time of under 2 seconds. That's supercar speed in a 4-door luxury sedan. What's more impressive is that it doesn't sacrifice comfort. The interior is clean and high-tech, with floating displays, soft-touch materials, and enough space to stretch out in the back. The materials feel expensive, the ride is smooth, and the software feels more polished than most cars on the road. Lucid wanted to compete with the best, and with the Air Sapphire, they've done just that. Now let's talk about Tesla. And no, not just any Tesla, the Model S Plaid. The Plaid version of the Model S changed the conversation around EV speed. It has 3 electric motors, over 1,000 horsepower, a top speed of 200 miles per hour, and it can go from 0 to 60 in just under 2 seconds. That's not just fast for an EV, it's one of the fastest accelerating production cars ever made. But the Model S is more than just numbers. It's simple inside. Some say too simple, but it works. The massive central touchscreen controls most of the functions, and the rear seats have more space than most sedans. Tesla also has a major edge in charging speed and software. Its supercharger network is the most reliable out there, and over-the-air updates keep improving the car over time. Driving the Plaid feels like stepping into the future. Silent power, space-age tech, and acceleration that never gets old. Let's take a breath here, because the next EV isn't just a car, it's a statement. The Rolls-Royce Spectre. This is Rolls-Royce's first all-electric vehicle, and it's exactly what you'd expect. It doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't go for record-breaking speed. Instead, it glides, quietly, smoothly, with absolute grace. Inside, it's more of a rolling palace than a car. Every surface is hand-finished. The seats are thick and soft. The doors open themselves. There's even a starlight headliner, tiny LEDs in the roof that mimic a night sky. It's not built to chase numbers, it's built to deliver serenity. And yet it's no slouch. The Spectre has over 500 horsepower, and it accelerates with surprising force. But it never feels rushed. It just moves with confidence. This is electric mobility at its most refined. From the quiet grace of the Spectre, we move to something far more aggressive. The Audi RS e-tron GT. Built with Porsche's engineering and Audi's design, this is one of the best driving EVs out there. It's fast, 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. It has dual motors for all-wheel drive, and it handles like a true sports car. Inside, it's a perfect mix of technology and craftsmanship. Leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, it's all here. The seats hug you. The screens give you everything you need. And the sound system, incredible. The RS e-tron GT feels like a modern muscle car, one that's smooth, fast, and beautifully built. It's not trying to reinvent luxury, it's just doing it really well. Next, we have something truly wild, the Rimac Nevera. The Rimac Nevera isn't just fast, it's in a different league. This all-electric hypercar comes from Croatia, a country not usually known for building supercars, but that changed with Rimac. The Nevera has 4 electric motors, one for each wheel, and together they produce nearly 2,000 horsepower. That number sounds unreal, but it's very real. This car can go from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and it can reach speeds well over 250 miles per hour. Yet despite its insane performance, the Nevera isn't just about speed. The interior is surprisingly elegant. There's carbon fiber everywhere, yes, but also leather, screens, and detailed stitching. It's high-tech, but not cold, and it's beautifully built. Only a few of these will ever be made, and each one is tailored to its owner. This is what happens when electric performance is pushed to the edge. From Rimac, we jump to another name that needs no introduction. Lotus. The Lotus Evija is the brand's first all-electric hypercar, and it's unlike anything else Lotus has ever made. Traditionally, Lotus cars are light, small, and focused purely on handling. The Evija keeps that spirit, but adds 4 electric motors and nearly 2,000 horsepower. Its design is pure drama. Huge vents, sharp lines, and an open tunnel through the rear of the car. It looks like a spaceship with wheels. The performance matches the look, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, and a top speed over 200 miles per hour. Inside, the Evija is stripped down but futuristic. Lightweight materials, minimalist controls, and digital everything. It's not a luxury car in the traditional sense, but in the world of extreme performance, it's a masterpiece. Next, we go to Italy for something bold, exotic, and unmistakably Italian, the Pininfarina Battista. Pininfarina has been designing Ferraris for decades. Now they've built their own electric hypercar. The Battista shares its platform with the Rimac Nevera, but it's not just a rebadge. It has its own style, its own setup, and its own personality. The Battista is all curves and elegance. The body is sculpted, the lights are dramatic, and inside you're surrounded by high-end materials, suede, leather, aluminum, carbon. It's all handcrafted. And yes, it's fast. Just as fast as the Nevera. Over 1,900 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, but with Italian flair and a smoother, more elegant ride. This is electric performance with a design-first mindset. It's a piece of automotive art that also happens to be a missile on wheels. Now, from Italy to America, let's revisit Tesla for a moment, because coming soon is something that's gotten a lot of attention. The second-generation Tesla Roadster. It's not out yet, but based on what Tesla has shared, it's expected to be one of the fastest production cars in the world. If Tesla delivers on its promise, the new Roadster will go from 0 to 60 in just 1.9 seconds, with a top speed of over 250 miles per hour and a range of more than 600 miles. But what makes the Roadster interesting isn't just the numbers. It's the fact that Tesla is aiming to make this a usable hypercar. 4 seats, a removable glass roof, real-world range. If it lives up to the specs, it could completely change what we expect from electric performance cars. It's a bold promise, but Tesla has made bold promises before, and they've delivered more often than not. Next, we head back to Europe for something extremely rare, the Hispano-Suiza Carmen Bologna. Hispano-Suiza is a name from the early 1900s, revived for the modern EV era. The Carmen Bologna is an electric Grand Tourer with retro-inspired design and futuristic engineering. It looks like nothing else on the road. Long, elegant, almost like a concept car brought to life. It has over 1,100 horsepower, and it can sprint from 0 to 60 in about 2.6 seconds. But it's not just about speed, it's about feeling special. Each Carmen is hand-built, customized, and finished with an obsessive level of detail. It's less about daily driving and more about owning something completely unique. You won't see one of these on the road. Most people haven't even heard of it, but that's exactly the point. And finally, we end with a car that doesn't try to be a hypercar or a sedan, but something in between. The Lucid Air Dream Edition. We mentioned the Lucid Air Sapphire earlier, but the Dream Edition deserves its own spotlight. It was Lucid's first high-performance version, and it made a huge impact. With over 1,000 horsepower, a range of more than 500 miles, and a cabin filled with sustainable luxury, it raised the bar for electric sedans. The Dream Edition is sleek, aerodynamic, and loaded with tech. But it doesn't scream for attention. It's understated, clean, confident. You get acceleration that rivals a Lamborghini and comfort that matches a Mercedes. It's the kind of car that quietly proves electric doesn't mean compromise. So what have we learned? Electric vehicles are no longer just alternatives to gas cars. They've become the new standard for speed, comfort, and technology. From the quiet luxury of the Rolls-Royce Spectre, to the eye-watering power of the Rimac Nevera, to the everyday usability of the Tesla Model S Plaid, EVs now exist in every corner of the market. Whether you want silence and comfort or track-ready acceleration, there's an EV that delivers it, and does it better than most gas-powered cars ever could. The future of performance is electric, and it's already here. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple, honest breakdowns of the fastest, most luxurious, and most fascinating machines in the world, don't forget to subscribe. We keep it real, we keep it clear, and we always stick to the facts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.